houses here for this burn out. We had one back out there. We had one up there. The insurance went out on it. And it burned out. And when the insurance went out, he paid for it on the last payment on the Friday, and it burned down on the Saturday.
No!
And then I had my first house was sitting right up there.
So fire, so what happened?
Yeah.
Someone were down by the pond looking for something.
So you have three daughters and two sons?
I got, let me say, hold on, let me think how many I got. Oh, let me see. Well, I might just name them all. All the women I went with, I raised kids.
Okay, name them all.
Chris Ann and Kathy and Renee and I don't know, it's so many of them. I had a bunch of step kids and kids. I got, let me see, 1, 2, 3, 4. I got about 8 kids.
Yeah.
4 girls and 4 boys.
You do? Any of them around here?
No, my oldest daughter lives right up there. This used to be a big town. Houses used to be all across the road over there, everywhere, and all down on that corner, and all down. I finished school right out here by the fire station.
In IXL?
IXL.
IXL.
Yeah, I finished 8th grade. I didn't go to high school.
All right, so back here was your family land, and you've lived here your whole life.
In and out. When my mom and dad went to getting sick, I just moved back home.
Okay.
And stayed with them. Just like I told them, my house burned out about a year and a half ago, and we got 125 acres of land, and my sister in Wichita wouldn't even give me an acre of land.
I'm so sorry.
I might quit paying for the house, and they take it. So, if she'd have gave me an acre of land, I could have had a house built here, guaranteed to stay in it a year.
Yeah.
I wouldn't have to pay nothing.
Yeah.
Not a dime. I could have had it built the way I want.
Could have.
Yeah. But
well, if she's not one person you're going to argue with, then, huh?
well, no, back in the day when I was up in Wichita where she lived, I'd cut her yard up there, trim her trees up for her, and she'd pay me. And I know this old preacher would come by and get one of my sons every morning. He'd come by for breakfast. He'd be back for dinner. He'd be back for supper. So her husband was in the bed sick, couldn't get out, and his wife was in the bed sick, and they got married. After that happened, I said, I know something was going on. You can't fool me. So yeah, well, it was 3 houses down here, 4 which that's what burned out. And then there was one back out there, and then there was one up there, and then I had my first one right there.
So fire took out, sounds like at least 8 or 9 houses.
Well, 10, because my dad had one right there before I put mine there. The storm come through and took the top off of it, blowed it back. You couldn't even find a splinter.
No. The tornado?
Yeah, I guess so. It come down across the road and come up. And soon it started raining. But just like I was telling the bowler, used to be bowling. 7 days a week, just like a rodeo. Night and day. You could party all night and all day. So we used to come, my dad tell us we'd leave here on a Friday evening. He said, I don't care what kind of fun y'all had. Y'all be back in 8 o'clock Monday morning. Go to work. Yeah.
What kind of work was that?
Well, we farmed this land right here.
Okay.
That's 100 and 500 acres. And it's 300 acres up there, and this is 125 acres. We farmed all that. We had 3 team of mules and 3 team of horses.
Wow.
That's how we farmed. And we planted a bunch of cotton.
Okay.
And I would wake up in the morning. It used to be a gin right there in Castle. And they moved to Okima. So I'd be up and back here at 8 o'clock unharnessing them horses to come in and eat. When I eat breakfast, I get my sack, hit the cotton sack, hit the cotton.
So was it always cotton, or did you ever change your crops?
Well, we had corn, cotton, and we had ice potatoes. We had gardens, had ice potatoes, sweet potatoes, and okra, and whatever. Whatever you see in the store, we had it. All we had to go to town for to get some light. And every year, there was a guy live up there, and we live here, and 2 guys live down there. We kill 5 hogs a year. Here. Up there we kill 5, and then we'll come here and kill 5. Then we'll go to the other house and kill 5, the other house. They weighed 500 pounds apiece every year. They didn't get nothing but water and corn. They was up on the floor.
So they were good hogs.
So the worst whooping I ever got from my dad, I messed around and took some slop out the house and told it out.
Uh-oh.
Boy, and I got a good one.
He wanted corn and water.
That's
no
all,
slop.
that's all. You know. He wouldn't say nothing, but one time when he tell you to do something, next thing you know, he was whooping you.
So you learned to listen?
Yeah. And I had a nephew who went to whooping him and he run off. And he told my mom to give me that 16-gauge shotgun.
Oh.
I'll stop him.
Wow.
But she didn't give it to him in time. He said, I'll shoot him and kill him. If I done raised him, that was my nephew. If I done raised him and he don't mind, I'll put him in the cemetery.
So your dad was hard to get along with?
No, he just, when he said do something, he mean do it.
He meant it, but it sounds like your mom saved the nephew's life.
Yeah. My mom was good as gold, but, you know, when my dad said do this, that's what he means.
Yeah. Sounds like
Give him that. He just give him corn and clear water. And when we kill them, everybody that's up here, everybody be up there helping this guy. Then everybody come down and help this guy. And then everybody go down and help the next guy. And then we go help the next one. So we'd kill them. We had smokehouses back out here. And when we kill them hogs, we grind up them sausages and hang them up in the guts, hang them up in the smokehouse and hog middlings, and would make, had one of them old big black pots, would make a fire and we'd cut up meat about like that, make our own grease. And that leave hog cracklings. So when Mama cooked them cracklings a lot of the time, cooked cornbread a lot of times, she put them cracklings in.
In the cornbread? Your mom's brilliant.
That was good. That was good eating back in the day.
oh my gosh. So you cooked off the lard and you saved the cracklings and they flavored the cornbread and things.
And we hang our meat up, and my dad, when me and him, we'd cut some hickory wood and put in the smokehouse and smoke the meat. And that was good eating back in them times. Good eating. All we had to do was go to town and buy flour and light bread and meal. That's all we had to do. But other than that, got your own food to cook is right here.
It was right there. Okra, everything. You guys raised everything.
Yeah.
Did you ever trade other kind of food with your neighbors? Like, I know you traded work for your hogs, but did you guys, like, if you raised okra, did you share vegetables or other things?
We sold it.
Oh, you sold it?
Yeah, everybody raised their own vegetables. But, you know, people's come down through this highway, they'll stop and want to buy some okra or sweet potatoes. iced potatoes. See, I'm gonna get that broke up back out here.
Yeah.
I'm gonna plant greens, I'm gonna plant iced potatoes, I'm gonna plant okra, and just a whole bunch of stuff. Tomatoes and green beans and bell peppers and hot peppers, all of that. That spot right there, last year I planted a little in the house, but this time I'm gonna put it all in okra, not okra, but what you call it, bell peppers and hot peppers and stuff like that. That's where I'm gonna put that.
Yeah.
And see, I can put a sign up out there, stuff for sale.
I would stop.
Huh?
I said I would stop.
I'd stop too.
Oh, yeah.
Oh yeah.
And I'm gonna put a little shed right here if the good Lord bless me. My little girl, she's 21 years old.
She is.
Going on 22. And can cook anything. Anything you want to cook. So I'm gonna put a little building here and let her sell food. And, you know, watermelons and stuff when we get them. I'm gonna go get me 2 loads of watermelons.
Yum.
And let her sell them. Yeah. And then back in the day when my mom and dad was living, I told them, I said, well, let's go to Wichita, y'all. They said, what you going for? I said, I'm going to rent me a trailer. I'm going to take 350 watermelons on that trailer. And in that van where nobody sitting, I had about 250 cantaloupes. And in the bed where you sleep, I had 150 black diamonds.
Oh, I love black diamonds.
And when I got up to my sister's house, I let my mom and dad out. I went over to my nephews at 1 o'clock, and at 3 o'clock, now at 4:30, I had 3 watermelons. That's all I had left. And I was drinking a little beer at the time. So I got me 8 cases of beer. And I picked my mom and dad up that morning. I said, I got to get back, so Ma Wood and Tuss is looking for me. So I brought them back and dropped them off. And I went through Bristol. And that's when Bristol was kind of like Bowden. I stopped there and I was selling that beer, some short cans of beer, for $2 a can. I had to stop them. Because I had to have me 2 cases of beer. But and out back in the days, a friend of mine stayed down by the fire station. You know, 1, 2, 3 more. They dead and gone. I'm still living. We used to make that corn whiskey. Back in the day, you could buy that for $5 a gallon.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
So did you make it up there on his place or back here?
We made it on his place. We went out here to the mile section and went back about a mile back over there.
So did he have the still and everything? You put that together?
Yeah, that was together.
Yeah.
And did you take it to rodeo weekend?
What, the whiskey?
The whiskey? Yeah.
Yeah, I sold a lot of it right here.
Just right on the side of the road?
Well, yeah, and me and my friend was kind of running late one morning, and we went over there, and the feds had been there, and they had unscrewed them butane tanks and throw them out in the water. I said, man, something going on. And cut the holes in the barrel and the stuff was just running out. I said, we better get away from him.
Yeah.
So we left.
Did anybody get in trouble?
No, he didn't catch nobody. But
Well, that's good.
I'm so glad. I wish I know how to make it. Because you know what it's selling for now? $50 a gallon.
Whoa.
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah. And this cellar right out here. Stand up, y'all.
Okay.
Come on over.
All right.
See where that door open yonder?
Yeah.
That's a cellar. My dad and them my mom used to can fruit and stuff and had cabinets in there where she'd set it up in there.
Yeah.
It don't rain in that cellar now. I'm gonna have a guy to put me a door on it.
Good.
Yeah.
So she put all her canning back down there.
Yeah, she used to can everything, like apples and peaches and stuff. See, I got a peachy tree right out there. See that limb hanging over the road?
Oh yeah.
That's Indian peaches.
Oh, what's an Indian peach?
Well, it's kind of purple inside.
Oh, yeah?
Good and sweet. The longer that tree stays, the bigger them peaches get.
Do you have any fruit this year on them? Have you walked over there?
Yeah, I got some.
You got some fruit?
And what you do by the peach, if you don't want a worm in it, a peach tree,
Yeah.
that's like if you got some wood ashes,
Yeah.
pour them around and won't be no worms in the peaches.
I need to know that. We were out today and my husband sent me a picture. I've got a peach on my tree. And so I was worried about worms.
Well, I'm gonna give y'all 2 peach seeds apiece.
Okay.
That come off this tree. And I want y'all to plant them in a little old bucket.
Okay.
And when they come up about that high, just dig your hole
Okay.
and cover it back up and you'll have a peach tree.
That's great.
Oh my gosh, I'm so excited.
And we used to have an orchard back there with some of everything in it.
Wow. Like apples.
Peaches and plums, and that used to be that little tree cut down. That used to be a pear tree, had big pears on it.
Oh, yeah?
So we used to have. And when we go to town, we had, let me see, if we get meal, we'd have a 5-gallon bucket.
Yeah.
Fill it up full of meal and put the top on it. Fill it up full of flour and put the top on it. Fill it up full of sugar and put the top on it.
Okay.
So we didn't have to go to town too often.
Can you describe the iced potatoes you were talking about? Because I don't know what those are.
You don't know?
No. What color are they?
I'm gonna show you one. In a minute.
Okay.
I got something nice for you.
Great.
But it's a guy I know, he asked me to take my chainsaw and cut them bushes down back there, and we was gonna burn that off and plant it full of watermelons, black diamonds. But I think he's changing his mind.
My grandpa. Big.
Y'all eat poke salad?
We eat poke salad. I've got some on my land actually, so I cut it.
Well, I got some today, and I had some greens already. I picked out the garden, and then I pulled the stalks up so I could start over.
Yeah.
And I cooked 3 crock pots full of that.
Mmm.
And I mixed that poke salad with them, and I cut some onion up with them, and I cut some hot peppers up in them.
Yeah.
So when you pull them out, all you got to do is cook your meat in your crock pot till it get done, and put your greens and stuff in.
Crock pots are. You know, it's probably why your parents lived to 110.
Well, they just like I said, they ate their own food.
Yeah,
They didn't take it. I take notice when you go in the place for chickens, they feed them something to make them grow. Well, see, we had chickens and eggs. Had a chicken house back out there.
Yeah.
So when Mama wants some chicken to eat, to make dumplings, I'd put up 4 by 5 chickens up off the floor in a little house and feed them nothing but corn and water. And you talking about some good dumplings and chicken. So
That's right.
all that's gone.
Well, I'm so sorry that's gone.
Huh?
I'm sorry.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm sorry it's gone, but you know, I'm still here.
That's important.
Yeah.
So what's your girlfriend's name?
Christy.
Christy? Where did you meet Christy?
I met her in Bowling.
In Boley? Were you out for the rodeo? Or
No, I just happened to go over there. Well, no. My nephew and some guy was hauling some scrap iron. And And they was loading some iron, so I got to, she was sitting down on the tree. So I came to the tree and sat down and told her, hey, you don't need that man, I'll do more for you. He will. So she taken up to that.
Good.
So she been with me about a year and a half.
Oh, that's good.
Yeah.
You said she got in a little bit of trouble?
Well, my daughter and them up here got her in trouble.
Oh,
what happened?
sorry.
That's the reason I don't like them.
Okay.
I don't want them. I got straining orders on them. I'm going to put my signs back up, no trespassing. And when
I see that one up there is no trespassing.
Where?
It's up there on the fence, I think.
Well, that's what my daughter and them said.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. Let me walk around the house. But, okay, now these some brown beans.
Yeah.
I'm going to give y'all enough to plant your short road in.
Okay, thank you. I don't think I heard you say your name, and I need to make sure I know who you were.
Cleveland Dunn.
And how do you spell your last name?
D-U-N-N.
D-U-N-N, Cleveland Dunn.
But you know, I found out when I got my birth certificate that my name was Abbott Cleveland Dunn.
Really?
I've been going into Cleveland all my life till I got my birth certificate.
Out in the fields, they were turning the soil. I'm sitting here hoping this water will boil. When I look through the window and out on the road, they're bringing me presents and saying